Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a bench press day, but a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below, be greatly appreciated. Today I realized I was not at 100%. I got kind of sick Tuesday night and was sick yesterday morning as well. I got a lot better through the day, and I thought I would be recovered today, and I felt okay this morning. So I went in and tried to do some heavy benching. That 315 felt really heavy. My pecs really were struggling with it. Interestingly enough, triceps and stuff weren't really bothered. It just felt like pectoral. So I went ahead and just went up 10 pounds. I'm like, let me see if I can get a couple reps. So I did 325. Now I've hit this for 3 not that long ago. 2 reps today felt like a 2 rep max, right? Those eccentrics were tough. Second rep, went to press it. Yeah, it was grindy. And I noticed the same thing when I got to my supplemental work. And again, it's just an issue of had an upset stomach. Not going to gross you guys out with the details. But, yeah, I thought I was better today. But clearly, strength is down a few percentages. So same thing, I went to do my bench here, and I hit the uprights on I think like the 7th rep or 8th rep or something, and I just quit. So I only did 8 reps with the 250, all paused reps. But again, I could tell I wasn't at 100%. Right, and I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling it, and my chest was just throbbing from this. Just these couple of sets I did, my pecs were kind of fried. But you guys will see that I tapped the uprights there on one of those, and then that sapped what bit of strength I had. So I went over and I did some rows. I did 1 set of rows with 235. Same thing, I could just kind of feel all of it. I'm like, you know what? I really don't need to be coming in, moving a bunch of heavy iron. I'm clearly not recovered, and if I want to have a good session tomorrow, especially with the squats and deadlifts, I better chill today. I can't bury myself on recovery. It's not like I deload these days, right? Because I keep my volume pretty moderate. I haven't done deloads. And you're going to get sick from time to time. It happens. So I'm like, I'm just going to do band work for the rest of the workout. So I did enough and filmed enough of the band work, just to get us a clip. So what did I do? I did a bunch of band pull-aparts and band press-downs. And I think I did, I want to say about 7 sets of each. I think that sounds about right. I basically did all of these until I just got fatigued, right? And these started getting difficult when I did the band press downs. I got to where 25, 30 reps was getting extremely fatiguing and hitting failure. It was time to quit because the first set I did like 50 reps or whatever, right? So I'm like, let me come in and at least hit triceps and rear delts, get a good pump in them. Right, at least we'll get some metabolic fatigue, but I'm not beating my body up, moving a bunch of heavy iron, because again, I'm not at 100% on those movements, not 100% today, so there's no point in, subjecting my body to that sort of trauma, because I know I'm going to have to load a heavy barbell tomorrow, so we need to recover. So again, just some nice pump work. But let's talk about the exercises I picked here and why. The band press downs are obvious. I do a lot of band press downs. I like them for bench lockout. I like them for tendon health. I like them as just a general secondary exercise for triceps. I would never use them as a primary builder, because again, we're doing very, very high reps. We don't get the best lengthened position. So I wouldn't say these are the best hypertrophy exercise as a main exercise, but as a secondary exercise, they're phenomenal. That stretch reflex that you get from using the band specifically for the high reps can do a lot for tendon health, right? It does a lot for tendon health as far as just building the elbow tendons up, which helps keep them healthy if you're going to do heavier tricep work. All right, so again, I'm a big fan of that. Everyone does that. All right, the band pull-aparts. Because I've had a lot of shoulder mobility issues and I have generally found shoulder mobility work doesn't work. In fact, I messed with some a little bit for a couple days, and my shoulders still hurt. And when I say mess with it, I'm talking like no real loading, just light stuff that I got from Barbell Physio. Decided to try some new stuff and some new angles, and it actually hurt. And I'm still getting pain, almost like the mobility work caused an impingement. It's in both sides in completely different places. So that's still slightly irritated just from having done that. So again, what I've always found to be true again, and a lot of other lifters, strength training through full ranges of motion is what gives the best mobility. Well, in this case, if I want the band work works great, because if you think about the terminal ranges of motion for the rear delts, it's where our peak tension is with the bands. We can do light work, we can do pump work like that, just like we do for other tendons. We can do that for rear delts using those band pull aparts. So it's a very similar concept to the bands, but again, we come over to that range of motion where we're limited right at that peak contraction. That's really, where the range of motion is limited at. Putting that peak there and then holding against those bands just momentarily on each rep there, we can get stronger at the terminal end of that range of motion, and that will hopefully increase the mobility. And I probably need to keep building my rear delts. It's one of the things I notice is that when my bench goes up, every time I get stronger at the bench, I feel like my shoulder mobility tends to get a little worse, and it's probably because my front delts and my pecs get bigger. They get stronger, they pull on it. And so to, again, get that shoulder range of motion that I want, building things like the mid and lower traps, building up the posterior delts, all those other muscles is probably a good idea. So I need to put that extra effort into those. So I've been doing the band pull aparts quite a bit for the last week, but I did them on camera today just as part of this workout at the end and did more than I normally do. And I think moving forward, it's going to be a good idea for me to do that in order to maintain shoulder health as my bench has gone up. Because again, it has gone up, my pecs have gotten bigger, and they're probably going to need to get bigger still to keep seeing my bench continue. If I want to get to that 405, instead of just the 365 I've hit a couple times, the pecs are going to have to get bigger. Because I do feel like that in a lot of ways they are a limiting factor. So keeping my shoulder health and keeping that balance there would behoove me. It would be a wise idea. So again, we showed it today since we had to do this deload workout, and we needed to get a full vlog up. That's a good opportunity to show all of it. So I'll let you guys watch the last couple sets of this stuff. Obviously near the end I can't do as many reps. The triceps are just getting really fatigued. All right guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.